Okay, I'm ready.
What's up, guys? I'm Jessica. Ladies, introduce yourselves.
I'm Migdalia.
And I'm Jasmin.
And us three of us today are going to review, it's the Riverdale after show. This is where we watch the Riverdale, then we all get together, kind of chat about it. We're going to throw around some ideas. So this is our second one. And actually, Jasmin, before we get started, can we talk about that we might have a new title?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah. So
we want some fan interaction on this.
Yeah, so for Westworld, we had Bullets and Milk, and we're thinking now we need one for Riverdale. It's the second episode. We should totally lock one down. So somebody came up with a genius idea of...
Agreed. Jordan back there came up with ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
Wait, Gingerdale.
Is it Gingerdale or
He said ginger ale, and I said Gingerdale. So
yeah, I think Gingerdale is
for
funny.
like the insane amount of gingers in this show.
Right?
Welcome to Gingerdale.
But if you like it, let us know. Thumbs up or heart react only.
Thumb up.
Or let us know a better name of the show, because I don't know.
Yeah, we thought that was a good one. But if
That
you can
was
come up with something clever,
really
whether it has
good.
to do with, I don't know, that hashtag show, us three, no.
We'll send you a pin or something.
Yeah, we have tons of good stuff.
From Jasmine.
Oh, there's a hashtag pin right here.
Nice.
Wait, I don't have a hashtag pin. What?
I know. I didn't get a pin.
All right, we need to work on that.
Okay.
We need to work on the merch. All right.
Episode 2.
Episode 2, season 1. Overall, okay, we're not gonna go chronological just yet because I can never stick with it and I end up fucking up for everybody. So we can just hit the bullet points that were really important.
Sure.
I liked this episode better than the pilot. I did. I thought it was more interesting.
Agreed.
But obviously the first thing that was big was the new rich kids that came in school. We don't remember in the beginning.
Yeah.
Flying through. Were they
kind of like the group of jocks almost.
Was that a significant part at all that they showed up twice, or are they going to be
I think
evil
they were
later?
just there to troll.
Oh.
Maybe just for plot point's sake. But
okay.
we had Reggie. I think we learned one of the kids' names. The Asian guy.
Yes, Reggie. Yes,
Reggie.
absolutely.
Who was just like
Jughead.
name dropping pop culture references like 100 times in the span of 5 minutes. It was pretty awesome. So we had them come in.
Right.
And then what else?
So our favorite, is it Cole Sprouse? Is that the twin?
I think it's Cole.
So Cole Sprouse has like a heavier role.
From The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Yeah,
for
so-
you Disney fans.
and
Also Big Daddy.
Big Daddy, yep.
So
I know
That's the only way Joe knew him.
Yeah. That was pretty cool though. They have a lot of TV celebrities in this show, and so it's pretty cool to see them from here and there. So we're seeing
throwbacks,
yeah, a lot of throwbacks. So we saw who else did we see?
Who's his dad?
We said he's from
Luke Perry.
Yeah.
Was from 90210.
Yep, 90210, and then that lady from Twin Peaks, the mom.
Yeah, Madchen, Amick, I think her name is.
Yeah. So it's a lot of TV
Twin
celebrities
Peaks.
and stuff.
Josh, can we get a fact check on that? Twin Peaks.
Yes.
Okay, we're right on that. There we go.
We got our fact checkers over here.
I just like that we have a fact checker.
Yeah.
That's really all I want.
Like Fox News.
Well, let's talk
Just
about how like Archie and Miss Grundy are like, I don't want to tell that we were at this park, and Archie's like, we should tell that we were there. We heard the gunshot, but my thing is, why is it so important for them to now report that there was a gunshot when the body turned up with a gunshot already?
True.
That's true.
They didn't see.
They were playing.
They didn't see anything as far as we learned from last week.
Yeah,
They just heard the gunshot.
Yeah.
Right.
So is it just so he can get it off his chest?
I think that's what it is. Plus, Jughead was giving him a lot of guilt over it, which is his good friend. And I do find it funny, though, how the kid in this situation, being Archie, is the one with the guilty conscience. But the teacher, who's supposed to be older and wiser, is clearly just trying to cover up her tracks. You know, which
she could go to
she
jail.
should. No.
Never be a teacher again.
I
which
know,
is
but
really hard
to me,
all
I'm
the
just like,
time.
this kid has. I know.
He's
but
such a teenager. I have nothing to lose.
Exactly.
No, she definitely does
She's
know.
not gonna be
but
in
then
trouble, but
I
she
think now
is.
she's faking it, right? I mean, because Archie.
I think she's manipulating him.
I totally because that's when she was
Because
like,
it's getting
yes.
worse and worse and more frequent that he's like wanting to.
Right. And in her mind,
Come out
she's
with
like,
info.
well, if I have this fake or intimate relationship with him, he won't tell. And then it saves them both, and they can just break it up. And
Yeah.
down the road. I definitely saw that.
They mentioned that, or I'm not gonna get his name. Cole Sprouse. Jughead.
Jughead.
Is he Jughead?
Yeah.
Is that his name, Jughead? Okay. So, are you sure that's not the Asian American footballer?
No, they changed like his whole physique, his whole look.
Okay.
Jughead is
Jughead. All right.
this
So,
emo kid.
so Jughead said like the time is incredibly, because he even stated like, oh, they already found him.
Mm-hmm.
He has the gunshot wound in his forehead. What's the point of saying anything? And they said, dude, the timing, like 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, to
I guess,
me,
yeah.
he could easily lie and be like, I was out for a run. You know,
Right.
since he likes to sneak out.
Right,
And he's an
that's
athlete.
true.
He could be like, I was running. I had some demons to deal with or whatever.
Right.
Right.
Not put the teacher in the spotlight. But I think
true.
that's a good idea. But I mean, I just feel like, what do you think is going to happen? Every episode is like a heavy cliffhanger.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and they just
like
keep
to do
bringing
that.
you in. Yeah, it's not just the pilot. It's now the second episodes now have heavy cliffhanger, and then they have such intense like things are coming to light so fast. You know, I had no idea that, because we knew in the pilot episode that the sister is the one who did it. She had to be the one. She was on the one on the boat with him.
Oh, Cheryl.
And they made it pretty obvious.
I mean, yeah, but any of this can be a red herring, especially in a series.
That's
premiere.
true.
Yeah.
Like the mom is a suspect. Cheryl is a suspect.
Yep.
Maybe Polly escaped for a day and she's a suspect.
Yep.
Maybe.
Who's Betty's sister that's now in a group home apparently.
Which I still can't wait till we see Polly.
Yeah, I do want to see her.
Polly.
But I don't know. I just think that they're revealing so much so fast that I'm actually very interested because of that. Because I'm like, well, the next episode could very much be the last one. But
I heard you say in the beginning, you're like, I'm like interested to see how they stretch it out.
yeah, I'm interested to see how they're gonna make this like 8 to 12
Right.
episodes, however much like episodes are gonna make this
Yeah,
season.
they're an hour long. Did you read the comics?
I didn't read the comics, so I have no
I feel
idea.
like- okay, I thought you did. That's why I was like, dang, you
No,
know your stuff.
I thought they were just gonna make a bunch of references to like what our childhood was, because I had no idea Josie and the Pussycats were a part of the Archie comics either. So now I'm like really excited to see what else they have going on.
Yeah,
And you guys
exactly.
said there's someone else, like there's like another pop culture in
Sabrina
the
the
comics.
Teenage Witch.
That's gonna be pretty cool.
Predator
Oh,
made an
my-
appearance.
Yes.
Yeah,
That would
there's
be
lots
really
of-
cool.
Well,
actually.
Jordan Humphrey on our YouTube chat thinks it's Cheryl. He's like, it's for sure Cheryl.
Dude, but okay, can we talk about the end already? Is that
Yeah.
Okay, when she did say I'm guilty.
Spoilers.
Okay, I've already seen it.
I'm
watching this. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you should definitely watch that episode already.
Do you think she's lying or not?
I think she's like confessing to something else. She just said I'm guilty.
Okay, and she alluded to the fact that she poisoned him or something because she's like, because of the autopsy.
Because of the
like,
autopsy, yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking
Maybe she slipped him a Mickey.
maybe.
I don't know. This whole relationship is strange.
It's
Very
heavy on the
strange.
Game of Thrones-esque, like twins.
That is a theme.
Yeah.
Some brother sister action.
There's a lot of pop culture references in this.
Which
might be
do
one
not
of
do
them.
this in real life. Twincest and hooking up with your teacher when you're 15 years old is
a
not
negative.
cool.
That's a lot of drama for a small
No,
town.
not positive role models.
No, not at all. What else? Oh, and then we get Jughead, and a lot of friendships mending this episode. We see Veronica kind of befriend Betty again, try to make up for that. But I do...
Them hooking up in the closet.
That was
Which Betty
interesting.
didn't really know or see, but I think she has her suspicions that Archie is more attracted to Veronica.
Right, and she even
And it's
said,
her.
what did you do in the closet? She didn't say anything, so kind of
Yeah.
alluded to the fact that they obviously had made out or kissed.
You know what I want to know? I want to know, like, okay, I think they're alluding to a lot. I feel like all the parents have some sort of relationship, not like relationship, but like there's sort of some
they're
sort
on
of
weird
tie
things. Yeah.
between them, because we found out that Veronica's mom knows Archie's mom from way back. And so when she came into the picture, she goes, oh, and your son, like, or she was talking to Archie, and he's like, oh, you're just like your dad, so attractive and stuff. It's kind of like this throwback, you know, that was like, oh. And then she said, the rich kid that came into town, like the dad, who's not in the picture right now.
Because they dated.
Yeah.
And then the mom, what's her face's mom, is like really, Betty's mom is like really, really into this for some weird reason. She's like very hyped on this, like more than a mom should.
No, we saw that in the first episode too, when she was like wishing
Yeah.
him a painful death or whatever.
Yeah, and it's just like,
Something
what's your
happened.
story? So I feel like all the parents are gonna like, there's gonna be some sort of tie with them and what's going on with them. So now with this, like her saying, oh, I'm guilty, I feel like maybe, oh wait, and what about at the autopsy? They were like, there was some sort of payoff. Did you guys catch that?
No, and they were whispering it. That was like the one scene where I was like, wait, what's
What
going
looks
on?
suspicious?
Yeah. He said something about his blood vessels or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it. Did you get?
No, I didn't get it. If you guys got it, let us know. I don't. Yeah.
If you hear that autopsy scene, whatever that. And I love that she comes out of the dark like, what is it, doctor? Like, why would they be standing next to each other?
What did she do?
It was
what
so
did
dramatic.
Do
I was like,
for a living? Like, why is she there?
I don't know.
It was weird. So on Facebook, Jezzer asks, have you seen Secret Circle? This show reminds me of that without witchcraft.
Secret Circle.
I have not. Isn't that a book? Is that
This
a book?
show reminds me, I don't know. I think it is. This show reminds me of a lot. So I personally think it's like Clueless because we have like the three, we have like Cher and Dion.
Right.
As Betty and Veronica. And then we have, what's the redhead's name in Clueless? But she's like a complete bitch.
Amber.
Amber, yeah. And she's a complete
Amber.
bitch, which is like that chick, Cheryl, which is really funny to me. So I feel like it's like heavy on the Clueless, especially with the way they're like dressing and acting. And like the blonde's all innocent and sweet. And then Veronica's like sassy.
Clear stereotypes.
Yeah, very, very clear.
Very saturated.
And so I feel like there's a lot of things that we can refer to.
Guys.
Yeah.
So on our next topic, which Jordan kind of brought us into, I want to know if Archie and Jughead are into each other.
Archie and Jughead.
Which is funny. I was like, the slash on Tumblr is about to get real.
No doubt. I don't see that at all.
Really?
Between Archie...
No, but you know, they always pair male characters up on Tumblr
True.
all the time.
Things. This is like anime.
If you like make
eye
eye
two
contact.
characters.
Yeah.
What is this, Jordan? Back to Tumblr. Just kidding.
No, they definitely have a tight friendship there, and
it seems like it goes
somebody
back.
else in this little viewing party was like, they're being all quiet back there.
Mm-hmm.
There are people back
They're quiet.
That would be interesting. I don't know if they would do that because we've already established like there is like a gay relationship that's kind of secret, kind of not with the best friend.
Kevin?
Was his name
I
Kevin?
keep missing that.
Oh,
You
I
guys
need to
mentioned
listen
that
to
last week too, and I was like, I don't remember that scene.
Wait, which one?
It was this one where that's when they discovered the body, the two of them, the
Yeah, they were
football
down
guy
by-
and Betty's friend who's gay, and Veronica's like, oh, we have to be best friends because that cliche, like fancy New Yorker girl like needs a gay best friend. But yeah, so and then they go down to the ocean, which means that doesn't that automatically out the footballer guy?
Yeah.
You know, and they said he was. They kind of like fast. That's
But
a
you
bit of
can
a
make up
peeve.
anything with that.
Yeah.
You're just hanging out or something.
I thought they would like take their time with that whole story, just because it's so important to society today, especially. And that was kind of a peeve how they just like sped through like.
Oh, she
you know.
rolled up during a construction site and went like this with her glasses, and then he's like,
Then it's like.
I'm off work.
Yeah.
like
She was like
the
licking a
section
lollipop
was
or
building
something.
all year, and she just happens to drive by on the perfect
The icy
day.
and a blue bug
Lives perfect.
situation.
Oh my god, that's so weird. It's so
So
hot out, but my
stereotypical.
hair's perfect. It's so hot.
I'm just like, don't touch me. It's too hot.
Like a white t-shirt. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's some serious sexual tension buildup. But yeah, they rushed through that one. So full blown relationship mode.
Yeah.
That's where Archie's at. Teacher's manipulative. We know that.
And maybe I feel like they're really playing her out to be innocent. Maybe she's like guilty of something. I don't know. I've watched a lot of SVU in my time. There's someone secretly that's like horrible. It's not gonna be anyone that we expect. It's gonna be
Yeah, the teacher's just so scared. Like in every scene, she looks like she's freaking out. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't
She's
know.
like spaz.
yeah, she is
Coked
fast.
out
Like oh my
teacher.
god, you're either really innocent and you just like want to save your ass, or you're horrible because you're. I don't know.
She did
She's freaking me out.
the hokey pokey with like a 15-year-old. So there's that.
That is true. Very true. Oh, and then Cheryl and Betty become fake friends. That scene was also
Oh,
a little,
man, that was
a little
intense.
intimate.
That was intimate and intense.
Very. I don't understand. Were you guys that intimate with like
no.
each other in
That's-
high school? I
that's
remember
college.
being like really weird with
Just
it.
kidding.
Not weird, but just like my friends were never that like intense and close. Like I don't know. We just never
No, I feel like there's some positives, there's some negatives. They're very fan servicey. Like there's a lot of fan service shit happening in this TV show. Like first of all, Cole Sprouse being like the hipster journalist guy. Like I see you, Tumblr. I know that's what you've been doing for years since like the Sweet Life. Like I know I know that's why he has his role. And then I feel like, in the first episode, we had Veronica and Betty kiss. And now in the second episode, we have Cheryl and Betty. And it's like, yo, chill. Like, we don't have to, like, force this down people's throat. Like, just let things happen naturally. That's cool if it does. It's cool if it doesn't. But she was just like, it was weird.
Right. And I like the show, but I do agree, like, the whole school is just trying to, like, sleep with each other. And I'm like...
Yeah, I mean...
There's a lot of sexual tension in this high school.
Almost. It's like, relax, guys. Relax. It's not that serious.
Right. And then it turns out it's only because she wanted to know about her brother. When
she was like seducing her.
Fishing information.
She's crazy. Like
she is crazy. She's good at playing a crazy person. Like every time I'm like, oh my god.
Her and Betty are chemically imbalanced. It's like
that. And then Betty grows a pair and tells her off. I was proud of Betty.
Like, I'm gonna kill you, and I'm like, wait a second.
Get out of my house.
Said that to the girl who, like, just accused her sister of killing.
Yeah.
Killing her brother, so...
No, we're gonna see Betty lash out for sure. She's gonna have, like, some weird moment. Like, the build-up with her, like, crunching her hands, like, digging her nails in her hands.
Oh, yeah, and leaving the holes in her...
Like, so you can tell she has some inner rage, but I feel like we're gonna see that
calling
later.
it now. She's the one who killed the brother.
I called that last week.
Yes! I'm piggybacking on it.
I was like, she has some kind of blackout mental breakdown.
No, okay.
And that's why the mom's gonna try to hide it.
Yeah.
Right. It's like Marcella.
And that's why her sister went to the hospital, because she knows. Oh. I bet you.
Dun, dun, dun.
Or saw it.
Call it out.
I wish we could do a camera.
Yeah, she saw it, or maybe she got insanely jealous of her sister and, like, killed him.
And, there's so many possibilities.
Maybe that's her obsession of Archie, because he's also a redhead. Maybe.
No. Or Archie saw, like, the brother and sister do something together.
Lannister
and then maybe they saw him do something with Jughead, and then they were like, yo, I won't tell about your brother and sister if you don't tell about me and Jughead. It's like that whole...
The web grows.
Yes.
I can see it now. What do you guys think? Comment below and let us know.
Yeah, this is very interesting. When I started this off, I was like, Lord, it's one of those high school, like, hormonal glee shit things. I was just like, but now it's gotten serious, actually.
This is way more interesting than Glee.
What's happening?
There's volume on the top of it. It's notifications.
Oh.
We're getting notifications. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I still want to know honestly, what is Betty's mom... What does Betty's mom do, and why is she in the, like, autopsy room? Autopsy?
Autopsy? What
Autopsy.
is that?
Autopsy?
Wait, autopsy? Autopsy.
You know what I'm saying?
What's the autopsy room?
I know that was so close, but so
Autopsy.
Autopsy room.
I missed a syllable. What is she doing there? That's what I'm actually curious about.
At first I was like, wait, is she some kind of, investigator? And then, no, she definitely paid her way to go.
Yeah, and then she, like, gave him some money. It's so funny when she gave him money, though. There were some singles. I was like 21,
this is
111.
$37.
And I was like, cool. Like, you're cheap.
Can I say how, like,
You're
gruesome that body looked, though? The makeup
Right, and
job
every
was
episode it gets
good.
fatter, and it turns it, like, more fake looking. It's just like, now it's like...
Oh, you thought it looked fake?
No, the
guy's
first
body?
time when it was in the water. But
Oh,
from
yeah,
the
yeah.
side view, when it's all puffy, it looks... so it doesn't look yeah. And his fingers were... But when they pulled him out of the water, that was terrifying. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
that
they
was
did
like,
good.
ooh,
They had
what time
all
is
right,
it?
Our
This
budget
is on
wasn't too
network
bad.
TV.
Right. That looks
Say
a
The
little real.
Walking Dead.
Yeah.
But no, that was good. How did you guys like Betty's kind of reaction after she got rejected by Archie last week?
I think that moment when she was looking over while he was playing guitar and starting to cry, I thought that was really sad because those moments are relatable.
Yeah.
At least
I thought that was really
I thought
realistic.
That was sad. I did too.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
was a good, like, that was like a really good moment where I was like, oh.
It's like I
you felt
can't
for
fake
her.
this. Like,
Right. And she was trying so hard to
Yeah.
hold it in. And I think, like I've been there.
I've
so
been
I'm
there
like,
too.
God, Betty. So that makes me sad. But I think overall, she's handling it way better than I would handle rejection as a 17-year-old. She just pulled herself together.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm fine. And I'd be like, fuck you! Like, you're on my
I
She
can't
went
talk to
from,
you for
like,
6 months.
you know, she went from, like, really sweet to, like, really evil real fucking fast. Like,
Yeah.
she went from, because, like, that whole scene where she's like, oh, yeah, she's just, next week, she's going to have a new friend, and the week after that, she's not going to even know me anymore. And then she turned around and, like, gave that, like, mani-pedi coupon thing to Cheryl, to the redhead. and then it's just like that came out of nowhere. I was like, damn, you have like a dark side, and that was kind of weird
You're
that
right.
came out of nowhere. And I think like, and then when she turned to Cheryl later on, and she was like, I'll kill you, and I'm like, yo, like, homie, like Betty has like seriously a freaking like really dark side that's like coming up a little more and more.
Well, as we
and more.
learned last week, she's on Adderall, so she is officially on medication.
Is she though, or is that her mom just trying to make sure
No,
she's
she
perfect?
had a pill bottle.
I know, but her mom's like, oh, you didn't refill it. And it's like, I wonder if it's her mom like
I
pushing her.
assumed that she just didn't want to refill it, and her mom was like, no. But you're right, she's still taking them because her mom was wanting her to.
Well, we know that she's prescribed that. I'm not necessarily on board that she's taking it. She might be off her meds.
Yeah,
Which would make there you go. But no, I agree. That's because it's not like her to be impulsive like that and just like lash out and say something, you know, like Cheryl here. So it's interesting.
Well, it came out of nowhere, and then this is the same person who's like, oh, I'm gonna give you a chance to be a good person, and like you're going through this in your life, and now she's like giving away that coupon, and then she's also saying, I'm gonna kill you, and it's just like that's very intense. In 2 episodes, we've had like a 180 personality flip.
Yeah, you're right.
It's very interesting.
So Chris Perez says he thinks that Cheryl meant that she's guilty of raping her brother. It's getting dark.
Rape.
Oh, like in this chat, right?
Like after death? Like,
I would not be surprised.
Yes.
Interesting.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah, you know what? Nothing would surprise me.
Really? You wouldn't be surprised?
They said that there was stuff that happened to the body that it wasn't found for. Who said that? Like until a week.
Oh yeah,
after?
a week.
Yes, that was
later.
A week later.
Wait, who was that? Oh no, that's Jughead narrating.
Yeah,
Jughead was narrating the story.
Yeah, so a week later. So I mean, there was stuff happening to the body for a whole week before it was found.
But what do we
think? So he shot him while
he got
was
shot
dead?
on 4th of July.
We heard a shot. We heard a shot.
So they
doesn't
could
mean
have
they
done
actually shot.
Oh,
I bet
good
you
point.
he wasn't actually shot. I bet you
Maybe
it was
like a
firework.
warning shot.
Yeah,
or a firework.
Or they wanted to make it look like it was a gunshot, so they shot him, but he was already dead. He had been there for a week already.
But no, he would have to have died on July 11th. But we know something happened on July 4th because that's when they went to the lake, Cheryl and her brother.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. What do you guys think happened in that week
Fill
duration?
in the blank.
Fill in the blanks.
That's so weird. This whole thing's weird. I feel
Girls
like
on the panel, tell me, would you ever go out with a ginger? That's from Joe.
I've never gone out with a ginger. I would date a ginger if it felt right. I'm not opposed to it.
Is this a ginger beard or you gotta be ginger all
I think ginger.
Yo, they don't got souls. We'll get along just fine. I'm just kidding.
I've worked with a ginger that terrorized me in our department.
Oh.
So that kind of turned
Oh yeah, no, then that's a no for you, for sure.
I'm trying to think. Oh, but my first celebrity crush was Arnold Schwarzenegger. Who
Really?
I think is
Yeah,
a
he's
ginger.
considered.
Yeah.
It is younger. Yeah, right? No?
I was like, what the hell?
I'm still catching up to
Okay, because when I think redhead, I think of like Ron Weasley from Harry Potter.
I do.
So that's my version of redhead, and I had a crush on him. So yeah, I guess I would date a redhead,
This
but
is
I haven't.
very
dated a
interesting.
Sorry,
What
yeah.
other famous
Good
ginger
job,
girl?
Lili.
We did it. We really
We
did
did
it.
it. Thanks, Joe, for that.
Any other questions? Let us know.
No gingers. Not for me. I don't think so.
Ooh, discriminating against
No,
hair
I'm not.
color.
No. I'm just saying I've never had a celebrity crush on a ginger.
But
That's what I'm
would you
saying.
date a ginger?
Sure. I don't know.
That
Like,
wasn't
I
very
would-
convincing.
I-
Any gingers out there? Send your picture to Jasmin.
No.
Post your picture.
Send it to Joe.
Yeah, I'll filter through it. Okay.
Wait, spoilers, can't watch, gotta go. Sorry.
Aw.
I'm sorry.
Guys,
Yes,
don't
this is
watch
like,
the after show.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
like,
guys.
It's like
Watch
The
the
Talking Dead. Very heavy on the spoilers.
Yeah.
My bad.
Oh no. Wait,
But watch us afterwards. It's gonna be on YouTube. So, thank you for tuning in.
But yeah, I don't think I got anything else. I'm trying to think of any other big plot points from.
Well,
the
what do you guys
episode.
think of...
I think. Go ahead.
Oh, no. Josie and the Pussycats. Their
my God!
relevance to...
Wait, I'm still
on
on
the
the
show
I
so
thought
far.
they were a real band like 2 weeks ago.
She
Remember they had
did.
the movie, right? I thought the
Yeah.
movie was based off of like a. I know. I'm not proud. I never said I was proud. I just had to say that again. Like, get that off my chest. How ridiculous.
You
that
thought it was
idea is.
like, when the movie came out, you thought it was like Spice Girls?
No, yeah, kind of. I thought it was
Vitamin
like
C.
some like band that was big for a minute, and then they stopped and they like did a movie. I had completely oblivious to that.
I like how Josie and the Pussycats, I like how they're black. And I like how they're not, like, more white girls. Because there's really not that much diversity, actually, in this show yet that we've seen, besides 3 gingers, which is, like, groundbreaking for a TV show. But I like how they're like that. I like how they're very sassy. Like, that first episode, I was like, damn, I love it. Like, that's really cool. It's kind of refreshing to see that in this show. I don't know what role they're going to play, because they keep bringing them into each episode, like, a couple times. But I like them.
Yeah, I don't understand the part. I think they're, like, a loved kind of part of, like, their school or whatever. You know what I mean? Because they put on that concert. Everybody think they're, like, the school celebrities, but they kind of do their own thing because they're... But you're right. In terms of, like, the story, I don't really know either. But I like their...
I like the sass. I like
the sass. I like that they didn't let Archie sing with it. Like, that was funny. Yeah. It wasn't like, oh, come here, we'll show you the ropes. It was like, no.
I think maybe they're going to bring in even more. So, like you guys said, Sabrina the Teenage Witch is part of the Archie comics as well. Mm-hmm. And so maybe this is like their way of saying like, hey, this is not just Archie comics, but this is also what we featured in the comics, and these characters are going to make...
That's true, just to make it more true to the comic.
Yeah, and I think actually, like, to be honest...
And for good fans, that's good for the...
Yeah, that brought me in more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That actually, like reeled me in. That's like, oh, hey, like, just to let you know, it's not just Archie comics, it's like other characters, and I think that's cool because now I'm kind of waiting... kind of at the edge of my seat being like, who else is going to be in this?
No, for
And I'm pretty excited.
Yeah. And especially for the people, it's something for both. The new age people who haven't read the comics and the people who have read the comics and can go back and be like, wow, they included all these other cool characters. Yeah. So I like how, you're right, I like how they do that.
If anyone was a fan of the comics, like, please comment below, because I never read the comics as a kid. I don't remember it being like, like, they're like switching it up. It's pretty cool, actually. I like it. It's like very mysterious.
Wait, hold on a sec. Josh, Breckenmeyer and Seth Green were Josie and the Pussycats? I don't remember this.
Wait, Seth Meyer and who?
No, Seth Green and Breckenmeyer. He was in Clueless. Breckenmeyer and among others.
Green?
I don't remember that.
In the movie?
I don't either.
Like onto a plane accident.
Oh! I gotta look up some YouTube clips on that. That sounds familiar.
Too. Seth Green, oh my god, he was hitting everything back then. That was like the same time. Wasn't that like Austin Powers days?
Austin Powers, Buffy. Yeah. Can't hardly wait.
No.
I wonder if they're
bring Seth Green into Riverdale.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
Yes.
I like how Riverdale, honestly, like, I judged a book by its cover, but when I first saw it, I thought it was going to be like Cabin in the Woods? Cabin in the Hills? That horror movie that had a completely
Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
So when I watched the first 10 minutes of Cabin in the Woods, I'm like, fuck it, I'm not watching this. It's one of those stupid teenager, like, horror films. It's going to be lame and stupid. This is the same thing. This is, like, Clueless meets Stranger Things. And I like it because there's, like, all these crazy twists and turns. And I definitely think that if you haven't seen it and you're watching this, I think you should give it a try because it's getting a lot more interesting. And, yeah, I like it so far. What do you guys think?
No, I agree. I really like it. Same thing, was kind of like, I'm not sure how I feel about it's easy. They ride that fine line of it being like really good and kind of not corny, but you know what I mean, like a little like predictable. Yeah. But then you kind of, for me at least, you fall in love with the characters and then you get involved in their story and their plot, and that's what I like because I'm like, oh, what's she gonna do? Oh, what's he gonna do? So I kind of like discovering each one of their little own like stories. They're cool.
A lot of scattered puzzle pieces right now.
True.
What's gonna happen? Yeah, because I know last week my rating was like a C-. Mine's
gone up. I'll cover that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this week's is like a B.
Might a B.
Even though we can like skip like the insane outfits that some of them wear. Like, when they like arrested Cheryl, she was like a black man.
No one in high school
wearing these outfits. Or are you something else?
They are exaggerated, which is interesting.
It's a little too much. Yeah, it's a little too much. No one does like that in high school.
Well, especially they're from a very small town, so...
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect
But do they do that on purpose to make it, like, unique in its own way? Or
well, no? It makes sense.
Is it trying too hard, or is it, like, doing it for, like, a style
That's
version?
why I said it's a lot like Clueless, because it's, like, crazy outfits. A lot of these outfits are, like, really intense. It's, like...
Well, even though, like, let's not get crazy. It's not as intense as Clueless.
No, okay, no. It's not.
Dion's hat.
Yeah, Dion is the best. But Veronica is getting, like, Veronica has, like, that preppy, super preppy style, so it's, like, Clueless, Gossip Girl, Stranger Things. So it's just, like, she's toned down a little bit, but it's still outfits that you would never see in high school.
Yeah, and it's, even the color, it's a little stylized, so I feel like they did kind of, like, dress him up a little too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still a fan. My ranking has gone up.
Definitely.
I agree. The consensus seems to be a C to a B.
In the comments, if you've watched it, tell us who you think. Like, we're taking notes now before things get way too obvious. Let us know who you think killed Jason. Yeah, that guy. The guy who died. Who killed Jason?
I'm going with you guys.
I'm going with Betty.
I'm going with Betty.
I'm going with Betty. I'm saying now it's Betty.
We're Team Betty.
Yeah.
We're Team Betty,
It's
yeah.
way too obvious if that's his twin sister. It's like, nah, it's too obvious. I thought it was, and I was like, so that's why I had such a bad rating in the first episode. I'm like, oh, you just gave away the ending. Like, why am I going to be invested? Now they're like turning it all around. So this second episode was like way better than the pilot.
Agreed.
So I think it's Betty. If you have a guess, put it below in the comments. Let's see if you're right or not.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What else do we got, ladies?
I like the pop references when they're like, oh, Suicide Squad. And it's like, oh, cool.
I don't know.
Like,
I'm
just last
not
year.
a giant fan of that.
Yeah.
I did miss that. That's what I was asking after. I'm like, what was? Because somebody said Suicide Squad. And I was
First
like,
he said
what moment?
Suicide Squad, then it was like
I don't know why he
something
said that,
else.
though.
I don't know what he said, but it
They're
was
like
like
different pop
something else,
references.
and then there was like one last thing. I was like, "You just talking pop culture references, guy?"
Yeah.
He's like, one last thing, Harley Quinn.
Oh, it was like Wednesday Addams. He
Wednesday
dropped
Addams,
the hallway.
yes.
That was in
That's
an
another
earlier
one.
scene. This is
Yeah.
like,
All towards
what's your
Jughead.
deal, Reggie?
Yeah.
What's your deal?
Yeah.
That's fine.
I do like. Do you notice their vocabulary? Sometimes they'll say words that usually kids their age don't say. Like last week, I mentioned like when Veronica was like, "I'm full of dread," and then this time,
Yeah, that was weird.
Betty said something like sorrow or
My heart
I don't
is
know.
full of sorrow.
yeah, she
Yeah.
said something where I was like, "Huh."
She speaks like
That's weird.
Juliet.
Yeah, I guess they all do that way. A lot of the
Reference
girls
to-
say like, yeah, it's more proper.
It is interesting.
We definitely touched. on
I
that.
definitely want to see in the future. I want to see more. I want to see the backstory for the teacher because I think that's very interesting because she's like now flipped her personality as well. Before she was like no and leave me alone and all this stuff, and now it's just like I'm putting my life in your hands.
Oh well, yeah,
And
because
it's
now
like,
he's not gonna
yo,
tell on
it's
her, so
weird.
she's like, "Dude, I'll do anything for you not to tell on me."
Yeah, exactly, right.
And she went to Juilliard, so I was just like, what's her story? Because she's beautiful and she's intelligent and she's talented. It's like, why, it's very interesting. So I want to hear her part of the story, and I definitely want to see more from like Josie and the Pussycats. I think like they should. I hope they have like a heavier role.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That would be fun. And it's just more fun to break it up with music, and I always get interested to see like what music happens on these types of shows. How like
Yeah.
pop and bubblegum are they going to go with it? But it was cute.
Chris Bella says, "What do you guys think of Betty and Jughead?"
Together.
I thought
Yeah,
about that
that-
at the last second when the
Sat
camera
together?
panned up. Yeah, when they all sat in the booth together. That's when I was like, oh, I could see that Betty and
Yeah.
Jughead together. It would make sense. I don't know. Do they know each other, or are they not really that?
Well, no, because Archie
No, they
and
would have
Jughead are best friends.
So and then Archie and Betty have been best friends since second grade, so that
Yeah.
must mean
So
that
they
they all
must
know
have-
each other.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Which
was about
means
to say, do
everybody's
you
known
guys
each other for a
think
while.
Jughead's gonna hook up with Veronica or Betty? And
I don't know. I mean,
I could see Jughead and Betty.
yeah, I feel like Veronica and Archie have this like thing. They're coming closer together, and so I think maybe Veronica and Archie for sure. But
Yeah, it's like that love that you
Jughead and
fight,
Betty.
and in
Yeah.
the end they end up together. You know,
Yeah,
those people that they
that
don't want to like
angsty
each
love.
other. Yeah, that angst.
yeah,
but even so, I don't know if Archie has any of those ladies on the brain right now.
You're
he's
right.
all about
If
Miss
he's about-
Grundy.
he has
He
Jughead on the
does
brain.
love his. Oh, that's true. He is in love with that teacher.
So probably season 2, guys.
He's gonna get his
Season
heart
2,
broke.
once Miss Grundy gets killed or arrested.
Ooh,
We're not gonna call that right now, too.
Wow.
I mean,
She's
Hey.
gonna show up dead next in the river.
she.
Sweetwater
River of Death.
Dang. Hey, you
Was
never
Sweetwater a place in Westworld? Why does Sweetwater sound so familiar?
Fact checkers.
know. Fact checker Josh, what's
You
Sweetwater?
just keep laughing this whole time. We have
Sweetwater's
no idea
probably
what
its
they're
song
laughing.
title.
It's Sweetwater's from
Sweetwater
Westworld.
is.
TV show. Westworld.
Yeah, that's what we said.
Yes.
Westworld.
That's
Okay.
what I said. Sweetwater, isn't that in Westworld?
Yeah.
I haven't.
What's the name of
Finished
this
past the
river
first
in
episode.
here?
We don't-
Sweetwater.
Riverdale.
Riverdale.
No, Riverdale. No, but what's that river that they were near when they found the body coming out of?
River. of
No, it's not the river of
What's
Dale.
the river called in Riverdale?
No.
What's the name? Did anyone?
No,
catch
it
that?
was Sweetwater.
Or is it? What's the teacher's name?
Jordan.
I'm looking it up now.
You have to. I'm pretty sure it's Sweetwater.
Don't throw singers anymore. Keep going.
Sorry, guys. We're trying to figure out what the name of the river is.
Anything going on?
Some people are saying Riverdale.
It's not
Or
Riverdale.
you're thinking of...
They swear they said
Yeah.
Sweetwater.
Sweetwater.
I
I don't know.
Anyway, so
Chris is stuck on this Jughead Archie pairing.
Is that right, Chris?
Archie.
Someone's already starting the Tumblr group on there, guys.
listen, I told you, like the whole reason why Cole Sprouse is the character he is on this show is because of Tumblr, and that's why this is just they're gonna do all the ships. All the ships.
All the shit.
I'm actually curious to see if if the sheriff is gonna play a bigger role, kind of like again in Stranger Things. Like in the beginning he had nothing, and then towards the middle and the end of Stranger Things he got like a really heavy. He was like main character.
Right.
So I'm wondering if the sheriff is gonna play a bigger role since now he's been referenced to as that kids, their friends, and he's like leading the investigation. And it's a small town.
Oh, yeah. His dad is the one that slept with the best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. That's right. Yeah, I don't know. I
They
haven't
only
given
had
that
like
much
one
thought.
line in this.
What about that
He didn't
money in the
appear last?
bag? I just realized.
They didn't allude. Did they? They didn't bring that up this
No,
episode.
because
just
Veronica's
the
mom
first
is now working at the diner.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, so we don't know where that
what
money.
does she do with the money?
Yeah.
Oh, good point. Yeah, I don't know what she's doing with the money.
That's still up in the air.
Yeah.
Or if it was something illegal, because remember she opened it, she was like, oh.
I mean, there's no way she can use that money or deposit or anything. Her husband's
Right.
up for
Yeah.
embezzlement. I mean,
That's true. But she's working, I never get that. She's working at the diner, but they're living in that penthouse. I'm so confused.
I think it's something that she already had.
Okay.
Like from back in the day, she already had it. But can we talk about how Smithers is like the most typical, like weird? It's like Alfred.
doorman?
It's like Smithers. Smithers. Thank you, Smithers. Like you couldn't think of any other name than Smithers, like Tony, Bob,
Right.
George, Smithers.
Smithers. Come here, Smithers.
I really like it was for me it was incredibly refreshing to see Veronica treat her mom with positivity when her mom had that job. Has a
Right.
job as like, you know, it's very like
Yeah, she could be
humbling job.
embarrassed and stuff like teenagers do with that type of thing, but instead she was supportive and was like, Dad would say you look beautiful, you know. She
Yeah.
has like that good family relationship.
Incredibly, like especially for somebody in high school, because like in high school, you know, you're
Mm-hmm.
just a lot more cockier and egotistical, and so she
Yeah,
coming from her
everything's image.
background and everything, and like even the first episode, which was supposed to be like what the week before this or something,
Yeah.
Right.
She was just like, yes. What is this? I'm full of dread, and the school hasn't changed since it was like built, and it's like all of a sudden it's like full of dread. Yeah, yeah.
Well, and then she did say she was trying to be a better person, but I want to know what she did at her old school that made her so bad. That's what I'm
Yeah,
curious
and I also
about.
want to know if she was lying to what's his face Archie in the closet when she said she didn't have a boyfriend. I'm like, girl, really? You didn't have a boyfriend?
Oh, maybe she
really?
did.
That's very interesting to me.
Yeah.
That she maybe.
That's what I mean. Is she being, well, not even about that, but is she being too nice? Because I feel like her
Yeah.
character's too perfect. She's the
Maybe
cool,
a little nice.
she's the cool, sexy, sultry girl, and she's the nice girl now. So there's got to be something with her. I feel
I
like.
think everyone has like see something secret. Like there's
Yeah,
gonna be like
there's like we're building it.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming.
Definitely. Scott asked, where can we see this show? It's on the CW. So the app is actually free, and that's how I watched it. And if you download the app, and you can watch it on the app, or you can catch it on TV, like cable TV. But yeah, it's a great show. And I don't know about I think it's very different than the comics, but all the characters were in the comics. So if you had any interest in the comics, I would highly recommend this show.
we're in the middle of a murder mystery.
I
Yeah,
know.
I feel like murder
pretty cool.
mysteries.
It's good. It's
Feel like
entertaining.
Game of Clue.
Yeah.
A little nostalgia, like you said, with some of the older shows. If you're like us and remember Clueless.
Unless you're Joe and you don't know the sweet life of Zach and Cody.
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Shame. Shame.
Nope. Not good, Joseph.
I wonder if his twins are gonna come. Like Dylan Sprouse is ever gonna.
I can feel you are feeling the Sprouse brothers.
And they probably look together.
Excitement.
She's like, yeah, but I'm really excited about those twins.
Yeah, she has been nonstop talking about holes.
I love it.
So
Not
who's
just
your
twins.
favorite character so far?
The river has no name.
The river has it. Okay.
The river has no name. It's
All
the
right.
river.
I guarantee you it's Sweetwater. I'm gonna look this
Not
up.
referenced anywhere.
Yes. I'm about to fucking go into this episode again. Someone watch the episode right now and tell me. My favorite character? You first.
No, I asked the question.
Okay.
Who's your favorite character so far? And then who's your least favorite character so far?
My favorite character has to be the gay guy, which I can't remember.
You don't even have his name!
Kevin? Is that his name? Did I get it? I think it's Kevin.
My favorite character is that guy that was in scene 3. The third row with red
In the
hair.
background.
Don't even go here.
Not the one from Mean Girls. This
show's a lot like Mean Girls too.
Okay, so
Who's
we
your
got
least
the
favorite?
Yeah, who's your least favorite? Should we come back to you?
We'll come back to
Cole Sprouse is my least favorite. Can you change his beanie? Like, is he gonna wear the beanie each time? This is annoying. I'm sorry.
Alright, my favorite character is
Oh,
Betty.
this question really destroyed you.
I know, I'm gonna give her a minute to my favorite is Betty. And my least favorite is Betty's mom. She's a nightmare. I'm not a fan of her.
She's pretty crazy.
She's just nuts.
I asked this question, I didn't have an answer.
Wait, that dad, Betty's dad, he's also from something.
I know him from Freddy vs. Jason. He was
Okay.
one of the teen kids, but somebody knew him from something else.
Josh,
think it was
fact
Maverick.
check.
Which guy?
Betty's dad.
Betty's dad. We've seen him for like 2 seconds, but he's another celebrity, TV celebrity.
Josh, are we fact check? We need a time check. More minutes.
I'll text you.
Alright. Anyways, I'm just all Riverdale'd out. I'm gonna
Okay, what do you
trying to think of what else. we
Wait,
can
did you
squeeze
say
out
your
of this
favorite and
episode.
least favorite character?
Mm-hmm.
You said,
Oh, yeah.
You
Betty
said
and Betty's
favorite
mom.
least favorite?
If I say yes, will you believe me
Yes to what?
that I already said it?
Okay. You didn't say it. I was laughing so hard. I'm so sorry.
I'm so confused at what is
I was
going on.
concentrating on not
Gosh,
laughing
that's
anymore.
hard. Maybe I'll start with my least
She
favorite.
asked a question she
I know, I don't have the answer to. I ask questions I don't know the answer to. My least favorite will have to be... Oh man, I really don't. Reggie. For this episode, Reggie is
Reggie corny as hell. Like, can you please speak in like non-pop references? Thank
Why are
you.
you acting like Hermione Granger?
What are Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
I don't even get that reference. Who's it? Like what? What is he? I don't get it.
Actually, my least favorite character was whoever was doing the camera work for this episode.
Oh.
Because it went from steady cam to like Jason Bourne style shaky cam. I don't know what was going on.
All right.
So also the do you guys remember in the morning announcements when Cheryl was there with the cop?
Hashtag.
And that whole thing was kind of weird.
Hashtag something. Would you say hashtag? I don't know. She like cut him off.
So like, yeah, I was like, save Jason or something about
Hashtag
Jason.
something,
Yeah,
Jason.
it's something weird. But she ended up, yeah. So she was holding on to the microphone and saying like all these threatening things into the mic. And yeah, the cop and the principal or whoever was just standing there looking at her.
I don't know. It's weird.
It was strange. And then, but why would she say that if she then was gonna say that she was guilty?
Maybe because once she saw
Yeah, once the cops came in,
Archie.
it got real.
saw
That's true.
Archie and then she like ran away because she just had that vision. Maybe she like realized like the gravity of her actions. I don't know.
Yeah, that was pretty weird.
I do have a question for you guys. So every episode is like crazier than the last, and what do you think this next episode 3? What do you think we're gonna see in that?
Good question.
Any theories? And comments below if you guys watch it. What are your theories? Episode 3. Who do you think the killer is?
Episode 3, I think we're gonna get a peek at Polly.
Okay, I think that's great.
I think it's about time. Maybe third or fourth, but I'm hoping by next episode we get a peek at Polly. We dig a little bit deeper into Veronica's past. I want to see what happened at her old school and like
Yes.
flashbacks with her dad. Like I want to get their backstory a little bit more.
Absolutely.
So if I could get those two things in there, I'd be happy. So that's what I predict.
Okay. Very good.
I'll co-sign on those predictions. Plus, we obviously have to find out what the autopsy uncovered regarding Cheryl.
Yes.
Duh,
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to see backstory with Veronica's mom and dad.
Yep.
And the whole fraud thing. I want to see the backstory with Archie's dad, who owns a business, and Veronica's mom.
Yep.
Because they seem to have something going on. They even said that they had something going on, and the rich kid came and took Veronica's mom away. So I kind of want to see that at the bag of the money. Kind of want to see more from Veronica, because, like, honestly, like, her character perplexes me the most.
Well, because everybody's revealing about every other character except her. She just revealed that she was at the old school, her dad committed the crime, she's trying to start a new leaf, be nicer, she, did whatever else, horrible things at her old school. So, but we don't know why or how, or like you said, if she has a boyfriend, even though she said she didn't.
Yes.
So, yeah, we don't know anything about her yet. And it's all good quality, so we have yet to find the real flaw in her.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think, like, pushing Betty to be, like, more courageous is really a flaw. I think she's just encouraging her to be more confident, right? Or unless you guys are interpreting that as manipulative. But I think it's her just, like, trying to be a good friend.
I think so. I think Betty's evil. I think Betty's the one who did it. I think she's the one who's, like...
Hashtag
secretly,
Betty's evil.
Yeah.
Hashtag Betty's evil.
Hashtag Betty did it.
Betty's dad, Lachlan Monroe.
Who?
Lachlan Monroe. I know him
okay.
from White Chicks and Baby Dick.
That's what...
White
Chicks!
Chicks!
White Chicks!
Lachlan
Chicks!
Monroe.
Yes!
Lachlan
Yes!
Monroe.
Yes! I told you.
Wait, do you remember from White Chicks?
SVU.
Oh,
SVU,
no, Maverick recognized him from
Definitely.
White Chicks. So.
White Chicks, yes.
Okay, that's Betty's dad.
Yes.
Wait, now I want to see a
See,
picture of him.
White Chicks
Hang
in
on.
this too. There's so many references.
Wait, Chris Perez says Archie's mom is Kelly from 90210 or Brenda maybe.
Wait, Kelly?
Yeah, I don't think so.
No. Brenda is, what's her
Shannon
name?
Dory.
Yeah.
Oh, Lachlan. Oh, duh, from
Chris, where are your sources? Show me the receipt.
Night at the Roxbury. He was the trainer. He's like...
Definitely White Chicks.
Yeah. No.
Definitely.
Well, yeah, but before that... that was
Night,
great.
Scary movie. Very interesting.
Yeah, he's
I
funny.
bet you was a
Freddy
SVU.
vs. Jason.
Yeah, he's been
That's
in it all.
where I know
Never
him
mind, he
from.
wasn't SVU. I take it back.
He does look like he plays some type of cop. I'm sure.
Oop, I just covered up Jessica. Trying to put a picture up on the screen. That's on there.
Thanks, John.
That's very interesting. Let us know if there's any, like, actually TV celebrities that we missed as well. Like, if the sheriff or the principal reminds me of what's his face from Gus. Is his name Gus? From Breaking Bad. And how the dad.
No.
Yeah, he does. Watch him. Watch the dad. Watch the dad. The dad looks like Bryan Cranston. Archie
He does kind of look like Bryan Cranston. Because I've never seen him in anything else that you guys are talking about.
That's crazy theories. It's Bryan Cranston and Gus from Breaking Bad.
They do. That does look like if they wanted to make like
Come on.
like a knockoff.
Yeah,
It's a generic.
The bolo tie.
Like a generic Breaking Bad.
Really?
Oh man.
A Jughead's Jesse. Like just the rebel without a cause, just on his computer.
Yeah, what's his deal? Just like, he's leaning against everything. So that football game, leaning against
Where's
the
Sam
bleachers.
Beanie?
He's full of sorrow.
Like narrating everything, even like when he's just
90s.
talking. It's like, what are you doing, buddy? Like,
Right.
And to add on what we'd like to
Weirdo.
see for next episode, I like to see the Josie and the Pussycats be inserted into the story in a
Yes.
significant way
Yes.
instead of being props or the
I
musical
know.
guest of the week.
yes. Instead of them trying just to be like, here's diversity. It's like, oh, no, bring it back in. Like,
Right.
main stars.
We're on the right track,
Yeah.
but we need
Put more in the spotlight.
Right.
So
Although it would be hard with 3, you'd think like they would have separate, characters. Okay,
maybe they all look alike. Like, they all made them their hair
I mean,
look
maybe
alike
that's how
and
they
their
were in the
style.
comics. Maybe
They
they were
made
just
that a
inserted
unit.
as musical guests. I don't know.
I don't
If
know.
you know,
That's
tell
true.
us. I'll look it up for next week.
What if...
That's interesting.
But again, it's a retelling, so change it up.
Yeah.
Change it up.
All right. I think, let us know your theories below. But yeah, what we said that we'd like to see in the next episode, some more backstories, see like this web is super complicated with the parents too.
Yep.
See what their story is, see what Betty's mom's deal is, because she's a very interesting character. See like just Betty's family altogether.
And like I said, I'm gonna go back to that. Betty keeps referring to her mom as the one that like broke her sister.
yeah.
Meanwhile, her mom keeps alluding to the fact that Archie's this horrible person. So,
Yeah.
like I said, the perspectives are interesting.
It's interesting.
Okay, so what's your official rating, Jasmin?
Oh, I got a rating. I'm gonna say
Grade or official grade?
I'm gonna say B plus. Actually, yes. I'm definitely watching next week's for sure. Not just saying that to you guys, like I keep it real. Definitely watching next episode. I have to see where this goes. Yeah.
I'm gonna agree with you. I would think it was a B minus or no, a C minus last time. I'll bump it up to a B, like a solid B. verge on the B+. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a B-. I'm gonna
Nice.
stick with the minus.
It's passing.
Yeah,
It's
it's
passing with a
shaky.
B.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, it
Yeah.
moved up, which is all I
Yeah.
asked for.
Absolutely. Comment below. Let us know what you guys rate the show. If you like it, things you like, don't like, pros and cons.
And
We'll
a
talk
segment
about it.
name. Like, what should we name this?
Oh yeah, if you
Gingerdale.
like Gingerdale or Ginger Ale, Gingerdale. I think Gingerdale is
Welcome to
hilarious.
Ginger Ale.
That could be.
We can put up a poll on Twitter.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we'll put
Poll
up a
on
poll on
Twitter.
Twitter. What should we do?
Twitter
Hashtag
is.
Gingerdale or hashtag
Or
your
how
own?
should you guys?
Or do you
name
like the
it?
current name?
Yeah,
That's-
or just Riverdale After Show.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it. I'm Jessica,
I'm Migdalia.
I'm Jasmin.
and that's it for this chapter 2 of the Riverdale After Show. We'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.
Bye. Go watch those episodes. Bye.